નમસ્કાર, હું આદર્શ છું. વેલકમ ટુ આદર્શ એજ્યુકેશન સોસાયટી. Hello students, today we will study the theorem number 7.1. This is the topic of standard 9 chapter number 7, triangles. What is the statement? Statement is two triangles are congruent if two angles and the included side of one triangle are equal to two angles and the included side of the other triangle. Right? So this theorem is regarding to the leads us to the new rule of the congruent of the two triangles, and that rule is called the angle side angle congruence rule. So this statement is about the one of the rule of the congruent of the two triangle. So before this we have studied about the axiom number 7.1, and that axiom is another rule, that is side angle side rule, in which we have studied that if the one angle is included between the two sides are equal, are same to the another triangle of the two sides and included angle, then we can say that the two triangles are congruent. But here two angles and one side we have to take. So we can take the given condition as that, suppose these two triangles are there, ABC and DEF. So here we can take angle B is equals to angle E, angle C is equals to angle F. See, in between these two angles B and C, which side is included? BC side is included. So BC side here we have to take it. In the same way, in between E and F, EF side is included, so we have to take here EF side. So all these three conditions of the two triangles we have given that are equal, and we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. If we can prove this, the new rule we can use angle side angles whenever we have to prove the two triangles congruent. But till now we have only one base of the theorem number 7.1. We can use only that axiom to prove that the two triangles are congruent. So for that we must have the two sides and one angle, right? And the angle must be included between two sides. So let us see. Here if we take the two triangles in this way, then the three possibilities occurs. First possibility is that AB side will be equal to DE side. Second possibility occurs is that AB side is greater than DE side. And the third possibility will occur is that AB is less than DE side, right? These three possibilities are there. So currently we are working on the first possibility, that AB is equals to DE. So let us see what will happen if AB becomes equal to DE in triangle ABC. In triangle ABC and DEF, we can write down that AB is equals to DE. First condition we can write down that AB is equals to DE. That is what? That is we have assumed, right? As a first case we are assuming that AB is equals to DE. So AB is equals to DE, that we can write down as a first condition that we have assumed. Second condition here we can write down is that angle B, right? Angle B of triangle ABC is equals to angle E of triangle DEF. This is we have already given. Now think about the third condition, that is BC. We have given that BC is equals to EF. BC side of triangle ABC is equals to DE side of triangle DEF. This is also we have given. So see here, it is clear that in this two triangle ABC and DEF, one side AB is equals to this side DE, second side BC is equals to EF, and included angle B of these two sides is equals to the included angle of these two sides are also equal, that is B and E. So from these three conditions we can say that the triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF by theorem, by axiom 7.1, or we can say that by side angle side rule. So these two triangles become congruent. We prove it by taking the base of axiom 7.1, but this leads us to the new criteria, angle side angle congruence rule. See, what is the given condition is that only two angles and included sides of two triangles are equal. Still we prove that the two triangles are congruent. So now this will become the new rule, angle side angle congruence rule. Currently we have studied only one condition. Let us study the second condition. In this condition also we have to prove that the two triangles are congruent. In third condition also we have to prove that the two triangles are congruent. If in this first, second and third condition, in all three conditions, if we can prove that the two triangles are congruent, then only we can say that this rule is we can apply whenever we have to prove the two triangles congruent. So let us study the second case. In second case, we have taken that AB side is greater than DE side. So let us take this much DE portion here, and that is suppose PB. DE and PB suppose they are equal, because we cannot take the AB is equals to DE because AB side is greater. So there is a point P. P is a point on side AB such that DE will become equal to PB, right? Okay. Now consider these two triangles PBC and DEF. So in triangle PBC and triangle DEF, one of the condition here is that we can write down that PB is equals to DE that we have assumed, right? Second thing, we can write down that angle B is equals to angle E, and third thing is that BC side is equals to EF side. Both these we have already given. See, both this condition we are writing from here. B and E angle are equal, BC side and EF sides are equal. Okay, so now three conditions are there: side, angle, side. So we can say that the triangle PBC is congruent to triangle DEF by side angle side congruence rule. So here we have proved that the two triangles are congruent, but we need to prove that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Here we have proved that triangle PBC is congruent to triangle DEF. So let us see how we can prove that ABC and DEF are congruent. Here, if the two triangles are congruent, their corresponding parts are also equal. Yes. So we can write down that angle PCB will become equal to angle. If we are taking PCB, we have to take DFE. Angle DFE. This we can write down using CP, corresponding parts of congruent triangle. This we can write down according to the CP. But let us see the given condition that angle C is equals to angle F. Now what is this angle C? Angle C is actually what? Angle ACB. If we can write down it in extended form, let us first of all write down that here angle C is equals to angle F. Now remember, this angle C is of what triangle? This angle C of triangle ABC. So we can write down it as an angle ACB, and this angle F is of which triangle? DFE, angle DF and E. This condition we know that we have already given. Now give it the equation number 1, give it equation number 2. See, if we compare both these equations, their right hand sides are equal. If the right hand sides are equal, obviously their left hand side will also be equal. So when we compare equation number 1 and equation number 2, we can write down that angle PCB will become equal to angle ACB. Understand? When we compare both this equation, we can write down that PCB is equals to ACB. Now see, in the triangle, PCB angle is this much and ACB angle is this much. Is it possible that both the triangles become equal? Both these angles become equal? Yes, it is possible when this P and A will become the same point. This is only possible because here we have proved that both these angles are equal. And when it is possible, it is only possible when this P and A point will become equal. Or we can say that this PB and AB will become equal. So this is possible only when point P and A are the same points. Right? These things we have to accept here, that we have proved that both the angles are equal. It is only possible when point P and A are the same points. So if P and A will become the same point, then instead of triangle PBC congruent DEF, instead of P, now we can write down A, because P and A are the same points. So here already we have proved that the PBC is congruent to DEF. We can write down that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Right? And this is what we have to prove. So for the second condition, that side AB is greater than DE. Here also we have proved that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Okay, so this is the first condition. When we prove that AB is equals to DE, we have taken these two sides are equal. Here we prove that the two triangles are congruent. Second condition, we have taken that AB is greater than DE. Here also we have proved that the two triangles are congruent. The third condition, in the same way we can prove in this way also, in this way only we can prove that this triangle, both the triangles are congruent. So that is for your exercise. You can do this thing in the same way we have done here, right? So this is now clear that this third rule, the second rule of congruence, is angle side angles that we have proved here, right? So this is all about this theorem number 7.1 and the new rule, angle side angle. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.